Welcome students to another session. Naveen sir, physics. So today we are going to discuss some problems related to the previous concepts. So in last lectures we discussed about the current, Ohm's law, ohmic devices, non-ohmic devices, and dependence of the resistance on different factors. In the same way we also discussed the effective resistance of the resistors in parallel and series combination. We also studied the formulas related to the current in the circuit, and in series combination the current is same but the potential difference is different across the different resistors. Okay, but in parallel combination what will happen? The scenario is changes. So what happens in parallel combination? The potential difference is same, that is equals to applied EMF. In the same way the current is splits in parallel combination. Okay, so now let us discuss the problems based on the electricity. Okay, right, let us see the first question on your screen. So what is mean by 5 ampere? So 5 ampere, that means current is 5 ampere. So they given different options. A charge of 5 coulomb flows through a point in 1 second. 5 volt electricity flows across 1 ohm resistance. 5 volt electricity is causing 1 coulomb of charge to flow. A charge of 5 coulomb flows through a point in 5 seconds. So first we should know what is current. So current is equals to flow of charges in a given time. So if you observe these options carefully, the current is 5 ampere. So when it will be 5 ampere? If write charge 5 coulomb and the time as 1 second, then only we are going to get current as 5 ampere. In any other case you won't get the options like this. So for suppose if you go with this, so in this what are given? 5 volt of V is given 5 volts and R is given 1 ohm. So we can write from Ohm's law V is equals to IR. So I is equals to V by R. So 5 by 1, that is 5 ampere. So but you are getting the answer as 5 ampere, but this is not 5 volt of electricity. So this 5 volt nothing but what? This 5 volt is applied EMF. Okay now, so 5 volt of electricity is not flowing. What is flowing? 5 amperes of electric current is flowing, not 5 volt of electricity. And then next come to the option C. Sir, what is option C? So 5 volt of electricity causing 1 coulomb of charge to flow. So V is given and C is given. So V is equals to 5 volt, C is equal, that means Q is equals to 1 coulomb. So we won't get any relation by using this. We can get the relation W is equals to VQ. You are going to get if you want to write any relation. Therefore you are going to get the answer 5 into 1. That means 5 joules of work is done when 5 volt of potential difference applied when 1 coulomb of charge is flowing through the conductor. And then coming to the last one, so 5 coulomb of charge, Q is equals to 5 coulomb and the time T is equals to 5 seconds. Therefore what is the current value you are going to get? Q by T. Therefore 1 ampere is correct. Okay na? So I is equals to 1 ampere. So what is appropriate option from A, B, C, D? So A is our correct answer, Amma. Okay na? This is not 5 volt of electricity. 5 volts is not flowing, it is a source of energy. Okay, right, let us move to the next question. So right, see the question. So what is the potential difference across 2 ohm resistor in the circuit? So first we should observe what kind of combination it is. So 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm resistors are connected in parallel combination. Okay, in parallel combination of resistors, we know the basic rule. What is that basic rule? Across each resistor the potential difference will be same, that is equals to EMF of the cell. Therefore answer will be what? Answer will be 6 volt. So if they ask the question what is the potential difference across the 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, across each resistor the potential difference will be 6 volt itself. For suppose if they are asking what is the effective resistance, so 1 by R effective is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So now we can write 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3. So LCM is 6, 6 plus 3 plus 2. So 11 by 6, 1 by R effective. Therefore R effective is what? R effective is equals to 6 by 11 ohm. If the question extends like this, what is the current in the circuit? Current in the circuit. I am discussing the other questions also. So this is effective resistance of the circuit, and next we are discussing current in the circuit. So what is current in the circuit? Current is equals to net EMF by net resistance. Okay, so net EMF nothing but what? What is the potential difference applied in the circuit? So 6 volt by 6 by 11. Therefore we are going to get 11 ampere is the current in the circuit. Okay, so if they want to extend this question, they can also ask like this. Write these questions also. Find current in each resistor. So find current in each resistor. So we know that this is I equals to I1, I2, I3. So we know the potential drop across each and resistance of that. Therefore we can write I1 is equals to V1 by R1. So V1 is 6 by 1, 6 ampere across the 1 ohm, and across the 2 ohm V2. So V2 by R2. V2 is also same, 6 by 2. We are going to get 3 ampere. And the last one is I3. So we can write V3 by R3. V3 also same. So 6 by 3, 2 ampere. So if you check your answer, so I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equals to 11 ampere. That we are getting the same by using current expression. Am I correct or not? So net current in the circuit is equal to sum of individual currents in each resistor. So these are the different questions can be framed on the same question number. So actually they are asking only what is the potential difference across the 2 ohm resistor. So they can ask like this also, what is the effective resistance in the circuit and what is the current in the circuit, and find the current in each resistor also. There may be chance of asking the question. Okay na? So write this as 3A, 3B, 3C, D. Okay, I think so you understood this question. Let us move to the next one. So right, so here the resistance, this is 10 ohm and this is 20 ohm and this is 3 volt. Okay, right. So what is given? Study the following electric circuit. Find the current flowing in the circuit and the potential difference across the 10 ohm resistor. Okay, na? So there may be chance of asking like this also. Find potential difference across 20 ohm resistor. Let us add this question also. So first, current flowing in the circuit. So here two resistors are there. So first we have to find out the effective resistance of the circuit. So this is R1 and R2. So effective resistance. So R12 we can get R1 plus R2. Since R1 R2 in series combination, we can identify easily because the current is coming from the cell. There is no deviation of the current in the circuit. That's why R1 R2 will be in series combination. Therefore 30 ohm is the resistance. Now current in the circuit. First one, current in the circuit I is equals to net EMF by net resistance. So net EMF E by R in series combination. So 3 by 30, your answer will be 0.1 ampere. So this is current in the circuit. Now second question is what? Second question they are asking, what is the potential difference across the 10 ohm resistance? So we know the resistance value. In the same way, we know the current passing through this. Therefore, PD across, potential difference across 10 ohm. So V1 is equals to I1 R1. So I1 is nothing but 0.1 only. So 0.1 into 10, that is equals to 1 volt. Next, what about third question? PD across 20 ohm. So we can write V2 is equals to I2 R2. So 0.1 into 20, that is equals to 2 volt. So we know that in series combination, potential difference is equals to net EMF is equals to sum of individual potential difference across the cell. Therefore, if you observe this, so V1 plus 2, that is equals to 3. How much we are applying here? 3 volts we are applying. So what is the total drops across each resistor? 1 and 2. Total will be V equals to V1 plus V2. So this is the way of checking the answer sum. Okay na? Alright, let us move to the next question. So what is given in the question? Two resistors of 4 ohm, 6 ohm are connected in parallel with 6 volt of negligible resistance. Calculate the current flowing through the battery. Two resistors 4 ohm and 6 ohm are connected in parallel. Let us draw the circuit according to the given scenario. So 4 ohm and 6 ohm are connected in parallel with a 6 volt battery of negligible, that means there is no resistance of the battery. So 6 volt, 4 ohm, 6 ohm. They are asking current flowing in the battery. So current flowing in the battery, we can write I is equals to V by R effective. It is which combination? This 4 ohm and 6 ohm are in parallel combination. We can use the parallel combination formula R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2. Therefore R12 is equals to 4 into 6 by 4 plus 6. So we are going to get 24 by 10. So 2.4. Okay. Right. Let us substitute this. So current I is equals to V by R12. So V value 6 by 2.4. So what we can get? 60 by 24 we can write 12 5s are 12 2s are. So we're going to get 2.5 ampere is the current. Okay. So if they're asking what is the current passing through the 4 ohm, what is the current passing through the 6 ohm, I think so you can do it, because 6 volt across this R1, 6 volt across R2. So we are going to get I1 is equals to 6 by 4. So 6 by 4 nothing but what? So V by R only. So 4 ones are 2, 1.5. And here I2 is equals to 6 by 6 1. If you observe this, I1 plus I2 is equals to 2.5. That is equals to net current passing through the battery. So this is a way of checking the answers. Right, next question. So what is the potential difference across 2 ohm resistor? Right, same concept, you can do it easily. Which combination? These three are in series combination. Therefore R effective is equals to R effective, that means R in series, we can write R1 plus R2 plus R3. So 1 plus 2 plus 3, so 6 ohm. Therefore current, first we can find current is equals to V by R effective. So V value 12, R effective is 6. Therefore 2 ampere is the current flowing in each resistor. They are asking what? PD across 2 ohm. So PD across 2 ohm, V2 is equals to I R2. I value 2, R2 2. So answer is 4 volt. If they are asking across 1 ohm, so across 1 ohm also we can write across 1 ohm, same formula, V1 is equals to IR1, because current is same in each resistor. That's why I am writing I itself. So 2 into 1, that is 2 volt. If they are asking across 3 ohm, so V3 is equals to IR3. So current 2, 6. If you check it, V is equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. You are going to get 12 volt. This 12 volt is equals to EMF of the battery. So this is a way of checking. Once again I am telling, the way of checking is very important. Okay, right, let us move to the next one. So what is the charge flowing through the resistor R in 4 seconds? So resistor R in 4 seconds they are asking. So current is given, Amma. So current I is given as 3 ampere, and in how many seconds they are giving? 4 seconds. So what is the question they are asking? Charge flowing, flow of charge. So we know that I is equals to Q by T. So we can write Q is equals to IT, we can write So Q is equals to 3 into 4. So charge flowing through this is 12 coulomb. Okay na? So sometimes this question they are extending like this. At this question, how many number of electrons? How many number of electrons passing through the resistor? Okay na? So in early class of this chapter, so we discussed Q is equals to NA. Okay na? Where Q is nothing but what? Charge. N number of electrons, E nothing but charge of electron, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Let us use this to find N is equals to Q by E. So Q value 12 by 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. So this we can write 120 16 into 10 power of plus 19 we can write. So this goes into numerator. After numerator it will becomes plus sign only. So we can write 10 power of 20. So 4 3s are 4 4s are. So 3 by 4 nothing but 0.75. So we can write 7.5 into 10 power of 19 electrons, or you can, this may be the answer, or if you want to write 75 into 10 power of 18 electrons. So this is a way, another way of asking the same question. Okay now, if they want to ask very simple manner, they can end with the question. So what is the charge flowing in the circuit? If they want to elongate, or if they want to make it somewhat difficult, so you can add this question also: how many number of electrons passing through resistor? So while copying this question, just add this additional questions also. Okay now, right, let us move to the next one. So it is a textbook question, Amma. Okay now, the same question, example question 12.7, the same we are discussing here. So an electric lamp whose resistance is 20 ohm, nothing but it is also a resistor. So 20 ohm, and a conductor of resistance 4 ohm connected to a 6 volt of battery. Calculate the total resistance. So it is nothing but what, simply we can redraw the circuit as the circuit contains two resistors. One is 4 ohm, another one is 20 ohm, and the battery voltage is 6 volts. So write R1 and R2, which combination? Series combination. So series combination or series R1 plus R2 we can write. So R1 plus R2, 4 plus 20, so 24 is the effective resistance. First question is over, and let us move to the second one. What is the second one? Current through the circuit. So current through the circuit I is equals to V by R in series. So V value 6, so 1 by 4 ampere, or further if you want to simplify 0.25 ampere. And next, and they are asking what is the potential difference across the lamp and conductor. So current we know it, how many amperes? So 1 by 4 ampere is flowing through each device. So PD across conductor first we will write. So conductor, let us take it as V1 I R1. So 1 by 4 into 4, 1 volt. Next, PD across the bulb we will write. V2 is equals to IR2. So 1 by 4 to 20, so 5 volt. If you check it, V1 plus V2 is equals to V, 6 volt. Alright, let us move to the next one. So it is also example question. So but circuit diagram is not given. So let us draw the circuit. The circuit is given like this. So this is a circuit. So to a battery of EMF 12 volt. So 5 ohm, 10 ohm, 30 ohm. So connected in parallel. So they are asking current through the each resistor. They are asking the total current in the circuit. They are asking total circuit resistance. They are asking. So first we will do one by one. So I am moving from question number 3 because to find current and everything we should know total resistance of the circuit. So first I am writing C. So total resistance of circuit. So parallel combination. So 1 by Rp is equals to 1 by R1, 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Substitute the values. 1 by 5, 1 by 10, 1 by 30. So what is the LCM of these 5, 10, 30? So 5 ones are 5 twos are 5 threes are. So LCM will be 30. Okay. So 30, 6, 3, and this is 1. So 10 by 30. Therefore Rp is equals to 30 by 10. Therefore 3 ohm. Okay, right, next move to the next one. So total current in the circuit. So I is equals to V by R effective. R effective nothing but in series. So 12 by 3, 4 ampere. So this is the current in the total circuit. So now let us find out the what is the current through each resistor. So I1, I2, I3. So current through 5 ohm, I1 is equals to V1 by R1. V1, V2, V3 are same, that is 12 by 5. So 5 2s are 5 4s, so 2.4 ampere. Next I2, V by R2. So 12 by 10, 1.2 ampere. I3, V by R3, 30 by 12 by 30. So 0.4. So if we check it, I1 plus I2 plus I3 is 4 ampere. So that means our answer is correct. Right, let us move to the next one. So what is the minimum resistance which can be made using 5 resistors each of 1 by 5 ohm? So here I want to say one important point. So when they are asking by giving certain number of resistors, for suppose so 3 or 4 resistors are given, then they are asking so what is the maximum resistance that can be obtained, okay na? In the same way, what is the minimum resistance that can be obtained, okay na? So by giving R1, R2, R3, they are asking what is the maximum resistance. If they are asking to find maximum resistance, so maximum resistance we are going to get definitely in series combination. If they are asking maximum, compulsory we have to join them in series combination, maximum R. If they are asking minimum R, so minimum R we should connect them in parallel. So 1 by Rp is equals to 1 by R1, 1 by R2, 1 by R3. It is very important point. First we should know in which combination we are getting the maximum resistance. So by giving certain group of resistors, they are asking what is maximum resistance and what is minimum resistance. So maximum resistance, definitely we can use the formula series combination of resistor, and a parallel combination we are going to get the minimum resistance. So here the question related to the same concept, what is the minimum resistance which can be used by using 5 resistors each of 1 by 5 ohm. So minimum means definitely we can connect them in parallel. So that means parallel resistance. So 1 by Rp is equals to 1 by R1, 1 by R2, 1 by R3, 1 by R4, 1 by R5. Each of resistance is same, is it? So 1 by 1 by 5. Okay, so 1 by 1 by 5. So this will be in numerator, 5 5 5 5. So what is your answer? 25 ohm. Is it correct? No, this is not your answer. What is the answer? Reciprocal of this is your answer, because this is a value of 1 by Rp, not Rp. So Rp value is what? Reciprocal of this. So 1 by 25 ohm is the minimum resistance that can be obtained by using this 1 by 5 ohm of 5 resistor. So otherwise simply I told you, if n number of resistors, each of resistance are connected in parallel, then effective resistance will be R by n. So Rp is equals to R value 1 by 5 by 5. So 1 by 5 into 5. Therefore your answer will be 1 by 25 ohm. Either you can use this or you can use this. No issues. So but you should remember that maximum nothing but that should be connected in series, and minimum nothing but that should be connected in parallel. That is the only one point you should remember. Right, let us move to the next one. So what is the maximum resistance? So maximum resistance which can be made using 5 resistors each of 1 by 5 ohm. I think so you can do this problem. So which combination we can connect them? So series. Okay, now the combination to be series. Therefore Rs is equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 plus R5. So 1 by 5, how many times? 5 times. So answer is 1 ohm. So this is the minimum, sorry, this is the maximum. Right, or we can also use, if n number of resistors, each of resistance are connected in series, Rs is equal to n into R. So how many resistors? 5. Each of resistance is 1 by 5. So answer will be 1 ohm. Okay. Right, let us move to the next one. A current of 1 ampere is drawn by a filament of an electric bulb. Number of electrons passing through a cross section of the filament in 16 seconds would be roughly equals to dash. So how many seconds the current is passing? So 16 seconds the current is passing. And how many amperes of current is flowing? 1 ampere of current is flowing. Okay, right. So they are asking how many number of electrons are flowing. So we know that, so I is equals to Q by T we can write. So in the place of Q I am substituting NE. So I want to make the subject as N. So I am going to get IT by E. So each and every value is given. E value we should know it, 1.610 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Substitute here. So 1 into 16 by 1.6 into 10 power of minus 19. So this we can write 16 by 16 into 10 power of 20 we can write. So 10 power of 20 is the number of electrons that can be flowing through the bulb. Right, next question. This textbook example, let us see this. A wire of given material having length L and area of cross section capital A and has a resistance of 4 ohm. So what would be the resistance of another wire of same material having length L by 2 and area of cross section 2A? Same material. Okay, now. So same material means resistivity is same. If the resistivity is same for same material, rho is constant. Okay, na? But what are different here? So first wire is of length L, area of cross section A. Then what about the second wire? Second wire is of second wire having length of L by 2. So half of it, L by 2, but area of cross section is 2A. So when we know this formula, R is equals to rho into L by A. So here same material rho constant, we can write R directly proportional to L by A. So for two materials we can compare, we can write R1 by R2 is equals to L1 by L2 into A2 by A1. So R1 is given as 4 ohm. Then they are asking what is R2. So substitute here 4 by R2, L1 is L, L2 is L by 2 and A2 is 2A, this is A. So A, L, this side 4. So R2 is equals to, what we are going to get? 4 by 4, that is 1 ohm is the resistance of the another conductor. Okay, this is goes into numerator. So 2 into 2 becomes 4. So here intermediate step will be 4R by 2 equals to 4. So R2 equals to 1 ohm. Right, let us see the next question. So how much work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulomb of across the 2 points of potential difference 12 volt? So work done. So V equals to 12 volt, Q is equals to 2 coulomb. Therefore V equals to W by Q, W is equals to V into Q. Okay, so V is 12, Q is 2, so 24 joules is the work done. Okay, right. So tomorrow we will discuss some more problems. Okay, so copy this in your notes as it is. So copy the question along with answer, and additional questions we discussed, that questions also you can copy. Okay, take care, bye.